AI and the energy transition need copper, and copper has social conflict baked into it. Nowhere more than northern Peru, a major copper hub and concentration of grievances built over 25 plus years of mining activity. That's what you're looking at here. Every line a documented grievance between a community and an operator. And the actors that are holding this architecture together aren't the communities. They're the institutional and NGO spine. OIFA, Grufides, the Ombudsman, each wired to grievances across multiple operators. For over 30 years, the industry has tried to manage this with surveys or stakeholder relationship management software, thinking that one trust score can actually help them understand whether the license is granted or not, with the assumption that more engagement raises the score. But a survey can't see this hidden architecture, and a score can actually capture it. Now, here is Michiquillay, a $2.5 billion project that hasn't been broken yet, that hasn't broken ground. No mine, no construction, but watch where it sits. Right in the middle of the network architecture of all the most important stakeholders. The moment Southern Copper acquired it in 2018, it inherited every one of these connections. It didn't build this network, it walked right into it. A network this complex is invisible to the naked eye, except the one thing that you can measure, the grievances. So we take every grievance and place it in space. Same grievances close together, unrelated ones apart. And let the math find where the conflict piles up. We don't tell it what to look for, and it finds one center of gravity. 58 out of 62 grievances collapse into a single deep well, and it names what the well is about, water and contamination. That's not a frame we imposed. It's structure the conflict organized itself around it. Measure that position over time, and you have one number, the commitment to grievance ratio. It doesn't drift, it holds flat, then it snaps. Michiquillay has been flat since 2011. A dashboard reads that as stability, but it isn't. It's the loaded spring, the same flat signature that preceded Conga, canceled, Yanacocha, declining, and Tia Maria, 6 deaths. Same region, same signature, different operator. Now, once you can see the architecture, you can see who actually holds it together. Sabino Flores, an environmental defendant arrested in January of last year. Breach power 87 out of 100. Commitment coverage 0. Nothing addresses him. Through one grievance, his own criminalization, he's wired to Earthrights, the UN Rapporteur, and regional media, the Ombudsman, and 3 other communities. No stakeholder system was tracking him because he wasn't a stakeholder. He was the breach the coalition formed around. That's a critical node, and the math finds it for you in a network of 1800s. Now, geometry gives you the levers: distance, velocity, percolation, coverage. So you target the critical nodes, for example here. We covered 2 nodes, Grufides and OIFA, and see how the structure moves out of the opposition basin. It went from 100 to 71. On the other hand, if you just create random commitments, no matter the number of commitments, the opposition network still holds at 100%. This is the difference between a survey that hands you a score after the coalition has formed and a measurement layer that shows how it's forming in time to act. Find the critical nodes, address the root cause grievances, and you don't just manage conflict, you earn the license to operate. That's the whole company. Thank you.